So you can't listen to an entire podcast in one go. That's all right. These short clips from the Harne podcast are here to assist your learning. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
But I know my friends who for whom networking really works. So I would say it's a pretty 50-50 mix. Definitely network, but don't discount cold applications. Also, sometimes you see some job which has been online. Sometimes you see some job and somebody who you are trying to network with isn't replying. And that's fine. I mean, you don't have to hold for that person. You can always still apply and then later have the coffee chat. I mean, don't miss out on an opportunity because of that. But with networking, the only thing that personally, when now people network with me, puts me off is if it's just the first coffee chat and people abruptly just say that I want a job or will you refer me? I mean, I have no idea about your skills. I do not know what your caliber is. I have no idea how hardworking of a person you are. I mean, I don't think it's fair to ask for a referral because if somebody is referring you, they are putting their
Neck on the line.
yeah, they are putting their neck on the line, right? So they have to be really convinced that you're going to do a good job and that credibility needs to be there. So I would say build relationships before you ask for a job and be very genuine. Um, if you are if you are networking or you're having the first coffee chat, genuinely ask for a referral, let them know. Don't try to beat around the bush. And, people aren't stupid. They get to know if you're trying to ask for a referral. So maybe just be very upfront with it. The worst that will happen is that they'll say no, and that's okay. But don't lead on unnecessarily. And the other I would say will be start networking a little bit early because it takes time. You ideally want to have 2, 3 coffee chats with somebody before you ask them for a job or you ask them for a referral when the actual posting will come out. So I would say just start a little bit early. It doesn't hurt. It's just like how we are chit chatting right now.
Yeah.
And somebody who's experienced, they'll always tell you something to learn. So I mean, there's nothing to lose from those coffee chats.
Yeah, that's right. Like you said, you gave an example of what puts you off, like people asking you for a job in the first coffee chat.
Yeah.
But like, can you give an example of someone like you remember who did it really well? Like, what did they ask during the first coffee chat, and how did that person build that relationship? If you could give an example, that would be very beneficial to the listeners.
So so one person who did it really well, and that's how even I used to do was when I used to send an invite for a coffee chat, I used to tell them that this is the role I saw, this is the role that I'm wanting to apply for, and that is why I want to have this coffee chat with you because I want to talk more about the role and the culture about the company. So they exactly know that at the end of the call, my expectation is that I'm going to ask you for this. First thing is that. The second thing is it's a numbers game. So maybe if you send the same message to 10 people, 2 people will reply. And once those 2 people will reply, I always tell them, send them your resume in advance so they can read through it and they can give you proper guidance. I think that's always good. So maybe just ask them that thank you for replying. If you don't mind, I would like to share my resume in advance so that you can probably provide your feedback as well on my resume. And if you feel that I am going to be a good fit for this role, I think that's a good way to keep it very open ended. The third thing is sometimes people just themselves say that, you know what, I really like your resume. I think you're going to be a perfect fit. I can refer you. If that doesn't happen, it's fine to ask that, do you think you would be able to refer me to for this job? And it's okay if you don't feel comfortable. That's totally fine. Here it's okay because you already told them initially that you were thinking of applying for this job. You shared your resume, so now they are expecting that you're going to ask for a referral. It's not that you're just suddenly bringing it up during a call. And I think that flow that's really important to just let the person know what your expectation is.
Yeah. So I think that's an important tip, setting the expectations well before you have that call. Because like you said earlier, if you don't have the expectation set, then you'll have to take that judgment call whether this person will be ready to view my
Exactly.
resume or
Yeah.
not. But if that person has accepted your request, it's better to send it in advance.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, even if the person is not willing to look at it, they'll just say, okay, I didn't look through your resume, but maybe if the conversation goes well, they'll take a look at it later, or they'll
Yeah.
just straight up tell you that no,
Yeah,
I don't think you're a good fit. So,
yeah. And
so
I would say always come prepared for these coffee chats. I mean, I have had people who have just come on a coffee chat and they're like, I really like the job. Why do you like the job? Oh, it seems nice. What about it seems nice? Oh, the company seems nice, and I really want a job. I mean, everybody wants a job, yes. I mean, that is why they're doing their MBA. But why this job? I mean, why should I put my neck on the line for you? So I mean, just be intentional with why you're applying. Be prepared. I think I'm just gonna keep saying this line the entire day,
uh,
but um, come prepared. Know why you're applying to the job, why this company, and also be prepared with some questions you wanna ask them. I think that just shows that you really want the job and you're really interested rather than just trying to get any job possible.
those are fabulous tips, and I think you cannot put that. You cannot stress that point enough. Be prepared.
Oh
It's
my
better to
God,
be
yeah.
over prepared.
I think that should be the headline of this podcast. Be intentional.
Be intentional and be prepared. But yeah, talking about your current job now, what is it that you do as a brand and loyalty consultant? What are your job responsibilities?
So, as part of my current job, we help clients understand, um, we help them design or redesign their loyalty programs, but that goes beyond just a loyalty program, really understanding who your best customers are, how to retain them, how to grow your customer base. And everything we do is embedded into neuroscience behavior principles. So why customers behave the way customers behave, there's just so much science behind it. And Raghav, you would have seen all of that during MBA. I mean, why Starbucks has three sizes? Why do the brands pay extra to have their products put on the middle shelf in the grocery store? So I mean, there's just so much of human science behind it, and everything we do is built on what does the customer want, what does the brand want, what is going to be operationally feasible for them, and obviously what is going to be financially incremental for them. So these four are our major pillars that we do, and obviously there's a lot of work that goes beneath that, but just a high level.
Yeah, but I mean, if we drill down on that, could you give us an example? Like you said earlier, customers in Asia behave very differently from customers in North America. So
Yeah.
how are they different? Is it just the differences due to the culture, or is it something related to with the psychology, the neuroscience behavior, as you mentioned earlier? Why do you think that is?
I think there are a lot of factors. I think market plays a very big factor. The population plays a very big factor. The spending power plays a very big factor. The culture plays a very big factor. I've been working with clients in China. I've been working with clients in US, Europe, Canada, and everybody. There are different expectations everybody has. I mean, if Europe, you see, it's so forward with sustainability. China, if you see, or Asia in general, they are still lagging behind when we think about sustainability. Sustainability is not their prime focus as of now. They are still very headset on discounts, getting more value for their money. When we think about North America, sustainability seems to be growing. Obviously, we are not yet as a mature market as Europe, but it's still a very upcoming culture within North America. So, I mean, a lot of things play a lot of factor. I would say the laws and the socioeconomic factors are also very big. So there are a lot of things to consider.
If you like that short clip, I'm sure you'll like the entire episode. The link to the episode is in the description section. Go check it out.